I'm Katrina, this is Sow and Tare, and I am following what I believe was an old logging road. Now, I'm out in the middle of it right now, but I looked on Google Earth. The property was logged in 94 and 95, and it there's an image in 94 that you can see where the logging roads were put in to log, and so I'm trying to find some of those just to kind of figure it out of, where I might open up again, where there might be kind of solid road surfaces kind of thing. But anyway, I'm seeing a little bit of a trend. Some of the shrubs popping up in these areas that have more sun went during that time. Right here, that green one is a manzanita. I've seen that in a few places, and really it's only been in openings. Now, to me, that's a chaparral plant. They do occur in forests, but to me, that's kind of my historical knowledge is chaparral and open forests. So this would be an opening in a forest if it was a road. And I'll flip the camera around, and you can see it's also open here. Look into there, and that's pretty dense. Spin you guys back here over to the other side. That's pretty dense too. There is a drainage over there. So I'm gonna follow this and see where it takes me. And again, there's all these sticks laid down, so I think that's from when the logging happened, because they don't take sticks, they just take the logs. So I'm going to follow this down and see where I end up. I mean, I'll end up at the road no matter what, right? I mean, going downhill, you're going to end up at the road. But I think I know where this comes out. I saw it while I was driving once I kind of knew where it came out. And I'm going to see if it goes all the way down there, and if it does, that'll be interesting, because it is pretty wide. It's wide enough for a vehicle. It's very much more steep than I thought it was going to be, so that might be something I think about. But yeah, I was thinking about, basically I'm looking for a place to put the high tunnel, and access for that is a thing. And then I'll have to grade an area. Well, not me, I'll hire someone to do that, but I'll have it graded, but I have to find somewhere that has good access and is relatively flat and is good with kind of good with the sun. It's kind of hard to get really good with the sun on this hill, but so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to continue, and this time I did bring a flashlight in case I'm out past dark. So here we go. Ooh, strawberries. So here's some logs, some well-rotted logs. It looks like there's a deer trail that goes that way, and it looks like there's a hill here, but it looks like the road actually goes that way and around, unless there was a slump. So I should actually look at this and see if it was built up. Yeah, it looks like it was cut out. Looks like that's the road cut, and the road's over here. And again, guys, this is 1994. Ooh, mushrooms. This is 1994 when these things were cut in. So it's been a few years. More mushrooms. I really wish I knew which mushrooms I can eat. I know 2 of them. I will learn, and actually I'm going to be ordering some mushrooms from Territorial Seeds. I saw their sale goes through the 12th, so maybe I'll put this up on the 12th. That'll be a Tuesday. This will be a Tuesday video of wandering around in the woods on an old logging trail. So yeah, I'm going to be ordering from them. But this is a pretty interesting because to me it's pretty obvious where the road is. I don't know if it would be obvious to everyone. I have quite a bit of experience like following animal trails and kind of seeing a trail where a lot of people say they don't. And so I followed what I knew it was in this area. I followed a deer trail to get to it, and it was not that far to get to it because I know deer tend to use, you know, roads and trails and stuff like that. So I'm going to continue down. Hopefully I'll get down to the bottom here pretty soon before it's dark. The sun goes down so early right now, guys. Here we go. So this is oak gall. Come on, focus. This is oak leaf, and this is oak gall. And it's good to know I have oaks here. Galls are made, it's basically accessory material that the plant grows. It's basically accessory material the plant grows because a wasp, yeah, because of wasps. So it's a growth. And that is this tree right here. Looks like it's dead on top. Now, one of the things I am looking at now that I've decided I'm getting mushrooms and I want to get mushroom plugs, oak is one of the species that has that's a really good host for some of these plants, and I don't have a whole lot of oak. I know I have oak down in the pasture, and there's a log down there that I can use to put plugs in, but now I know this is here, I can start searching in the uphill part of the property. Again, I mean, this was logged. It's a small oak. It's pretty small. And when I'm looking at these things, it's just knowing that there's other oaks here, and that's helpful. So most of the trees on the property that are tall are Douglas fir. Conifers are planted because they grow fast. I mean, in Ireland, a lot of people don't know this, but when I went to Ireland, they gave a lot of history that actually pertained to U.S. history. Ireland built a lot of warships for war efforts, and so their hardwood forests, their oak forests, they basically depleted, and so their forests there now are mostly conifers, which is a softer wood, because they made warships. So, random fact. All right, on to the tour. So it looks like the road actually goes over there. I think right now walking is easier to go over here. I think they were avoiding this big stump. So I'm going to walk this way. And just keep an eye on where the other thing is. And there is a deer trail going that way towards the house. That's actually pretty clear. Alright. Let me get down to that trail. This right here is poison oak. Yep. Avoid that. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm going to go around it. That's definitely a trail over there. Yeah, that's all nice and clear over there, but I think I'm still kind of on the trail over here. It's kind of weird. It kind of gets lost here. All right, let's go back to where I was, or back to where the other trail took. This right here, so there's a The path there, this is definitely a major pathway. You can see the edges of the trail right there and right there. And you can see it's even, maybe you can't see because I'm breathing. It's chomped down. And that definitely goes across the road. The little creek thing. It's a pretty good trail they got going. Alright, I would say it's safe to say at this point, I don't really know where the road went. It could have gone through here. Actually, let me look back. So, it went on this side of that stump down here, so I guess I'm on it. Alright. Pro tip, always look back when you hike alone or with people, especially if you're off trail. Not a big deal here. I know if I go downhill, I'll hit the road. I'm just gonna go look at this. So there is a water. I thought there might be like, it might go over a culvert or something. This was running. It's not anymore. It was running. If it's the same one that comes out at the corner. That's cool. All right. Ooh. Yep, that's some wet poop there. All right. Trail goes this way. Let's see. I can see the road from here, actually. So the road is, you guys see that white line? That's the fog line. All right. I'm going to go this way. So that tree, you can see how big it is. That tree is definitely older than the logging. I'm pretty sure. It has two, goes from one trunk into two up there. I'm gonna keep going and we'll hit the road. I'm kind of thinking, okay, I know this is over here. I'm gonna go over here, which is a little easier walking, and we'll figure it out. Look at this. More mushrooms. They look like those shells at the beach, don't they? On the top. All right. Yeah. Okay, so this might be, get over this log. All right, so those are trees that were cut down and left here. Interesting. There's a few here that did happen. Yeah, another one going this way. Oh, there's two. Looks like that one was felled. That one was felled and hit this one. Probably after they cut this one. Try and get this so you can see but not be blinded. Alright, so I was going to follow this down. Oh, there's a little shelf here. There's kind of a little shelf here. So I'm looking, it looks like this might have been carved out a little bit. And except for these two trees All these trees right here are pretty young. There's an older one back there. I wonder if this was like a laydown area or something. This might be a good area for a high tunnel with some trimming. Hopefully it's not too close to the road for people to get to it or whatever, but this might be good. It's not flat, but it definitely could be flat with a little bit of work. Nothing here is flat. All right, let's continue. I don't remember what I was saying, but I'm basically following this down, and I remember. I was going to follow this from the road up, but then I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should follow it down, because that would be a kind of a getting the truth, right? So knowing if that actually does connect. And I would say, I mean, it takes some work to get all the trees out and get it all, you know, established up, but I think it would work. And I think the angle of the thing here, so up there, you can't even see that. Over there is kind of where I was thinking. And the road's just right there. So I think we can make it work. Wow, look at this fungus. Look at that. That's cool. Thanks for going on a walk with me. So I did go all the way to the bottom of the road there. The ditch by the main road totally cuts off any possibility of currently being able to drive up that. So I'd have to get a culvert and all that stuff. And I don't know what all the permitting would be, but I'm gonna find out. I need to explore some more areas, explore some areas near that, and come up with a plan. So I know it doesn't look like I'm moving very fast on some things here. Other things, it might look quicker. There's a bunch of stuff to do with the house and the cabin. So those are being taken care of kind of first. And I've been making phone calls and all of that for a bunch of things. So I do want to have a high tunnel. I want to do that to have quail in. Not the main reason though. The main reason would be to grow some fruits and maybe even some vegetables that this climate is a little too cool for in the winter. So I can grow some things with some extra protections, and then for some season extension. I don't expect to really need a whole lot of season extension, but you know, might be planting stuff in there for, you know, the fall and the spring seasons a little bit. So that is kind of why I'm traipsing out in the woods. And also I just like to explore. So I will be doing a whole lot more exploring of the property. One of the good ways to do that is to go along these paths that are kind of predetermined logging roads, because they are, I'm guessing they're likely to have the least obstruction of walking. The trees are younger in those areas. There are some, I don't think they didn't clear cut here. They just, you know, cut a whole lot of it. And so you can definitely tell where there's some older trees like the one that I showed, and then everything else is, you know, that big around or smaller. And all of those happened after 1994, 95. So we were looking at a 30-year-old logging road that has been, you know, not driven on in a very, very long time. And that's what happens when these dirt roads get reclaimed. They get reclaimed and Mother Nature wins. She always wins, guys. So if you want to follow along on my journey with this homestead, with this new property, I'm going to be doing a whole lot more things. Again, I'm searching for areas to do food forest in. I'm searching for areas for the high tunnel, and I'm sure there's going to be other things I do other places. And I have a whole lot of ideas. I just need more time and money, but mostly more time. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you coming along for the journey, and please like the video if you liked it. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Check your subscription. Make sure it is valid still. You're still subscribed, and that your bell notification is turned on so you get all of the notifications, because we have a lot of content here and we want you all to see it. So thank you for watching. Share this with a friend and have a wonderful day.